copy of the revenue statement and see if you can find the checks on it. Revenue detail that you've received for property.
Judy receives all the money for the property,
Okay.
and I don't know how she records it.
I know, but eventually it has to get on the general ledger. So she's taking money in for taxes.
And she records it.
Maybe that's why I can't see it. Okay.
I can tell you if a person has paid their taxes.
No, I want the revenue that's received. So when these land sales take place, why is Judy receiving that money?
Because she doesn't know how to. Judy was doing it for her.
Okay, all right, but that means she went into Trio somehow, some way, and received it. Now, when she receives money, okay, so it might not be individual then, it might be a bulk entry.
No, I believe everything has to be individual.
Okay, so when she receives it.
Especially, so Stan has a spreadsheet. Have you
Yeah,
seen
I've
it?
seen a spreadsheet.
So her deposits, her entries were made somewhat accordingly. So like there's what had to go pay for, taxes and interest and penalties.
Right.
Mail, postage,
Right.
because what we did, the postage couldn't be added into Trio because most everything we did was like pre-Trio.
Right.
So,
But when you took the checks to Judy, Judy did something with them.
I have a copy of the checks, yes. So if I know
Right.
what the property is, I can show you the check, because it should be in
Right,
the
but I
folder.
want to see it in Trio. Stan told me that right now, there should be $400,000 in capital for land sales.
Yeah.
And before the end of the year, there's another sale coming for $200,000. He thinks it'll take place in 2025, which will make it a total of $600,000. So I should be able to see.
He would be the one that you have to talk to, because I don't know anything, I've had nothing to do with that.
Well, if it's on, yes, you did. You took the check. You have copies. You took the check to Judy, and Judy receipted it, not her. Okay, so that means it could be a bulk entry. I don't know. I don't know what Judy does. I don't know why I'm not seeing it in Trio. But I also don't know why I'm not seeing a capital reserve account that has a substantial amount of money in it either. That's what I can't see.
And at one time, I might have been able to comprehend all this, but there's too many moving parts in it, so
Right.
I can't say.
But the end result is governed by the housekeeping article that any land sales or real estate sales will go into the capital reserve account. When I last looked, it wasn't there. It did not come anywhere near $400,000. Where is it? It's probably in the general fund. I'm not saying anybody's stealing. I
Right.
want to see it
Yeah.
where the authorization from the voters is to put it there. And you said you started this in February as far as your checks are concerned. But I think there were sales before that, weren't there, in 2023?
No,
It all started in 2024?
yeah, at the end of the, we didn't start sending letters
Oh,
out until.
2025 rather?
No, 2020, no, 90% of everything happened in 2024. We had, I
Okay.
think, 2 sales in 2025. We had the $200,000 one, and
So we're back to the,
most everything is 2024.
so we're back to the adjusting entries. That's where we are at. Okay, and I've already last week I put in for a copy of the adjusting entries, because then some of this mystery might be solved, because she's not doing the adjusting entries.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I feel better about that now. That's why the fire department is $400,000 short. That's why the land sales are $400,000 short. That's why the $1 million hasn't been recognized against the expenses.
So we're only missing $2 million. That's nothing.
But our undesignated money is $4 million. It's usually 2 point something.
Yeah.
There's the mystery.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the adjusting I've already asked for that. So I'm good,
Okay.
because I can't, it doesn't do any good to look, especially, she gives her a bulk number, I'll bet, with all of the detail.
I have no idea how, all I know is that Judy was going crazy trying to do all this and her job at the same time.
Correct.
And she
I-
gets
I
the
understand.
$18,000 raise.
I understand all of that, but the end result for the voters and for the general ledger and for writing warrant articles for 2026 lie in those adjusting entries. If they're not done, they might as well just appropriate every dollar, because they can't tell you, they cannot do what they did in November. We have $800,000 on that ballot. They can't do that. Okay? You had maybe $400,000 in the general ledger, and you're asking to transfer $500,000. And I'm getting ready to say that at the meeting, okay, when they have our public hearing, if they do it again. All right? And voters should vote it down. Down, down, down. I can't see the $30,000, and that's what I just put in, the $30,000 that was approved in March. I cannot see it on the general ledger in any report. I see the warrant article. I see it voted on in the affirmative. I don't see the general ledger reflecting it. So how can we spend it? I asked a selectman. I got an answer. I still can't see it. Now I have a FOIA. And what I didn't print on that thing that I just gave you, when I printed my email, it didn't date it. That email was a month ago. I have not heard one word. And the answer to Burnham, Thursday night, the last budget committee, he brought me over the journal entry that she gave him for the $1 million going into the general fund. Journal trio entry. I want bank statements. I didn't ask for journal entry. I can see that on the reports.
That's why I was curious, because I know you clarified why you wanted it. He had no right to ask you.
Yeah.
And I'm debating whether to include the ombudsman when I send this next thing to your next
You can
request.
send my email to him. He requested that, and I openly told him on the
No,
phone.
it's going to her and the whole board.
Ombudsman?
The ombudsman
Who's
is
that?
the Attorney General's office.
Okay. All right. If you want to wait and send this when I put in here today, I'll reprint that email and get the date on it. It's been a month since I asked the question. I followed up with the selectman, Mr. Howard Burnham. He said she's working on it.
You need an actual answer, and it has to be in writing, and it should go through me so that I'm aware of what's going on. But he wants nothing to do with me.
I will start blind copying you on everything.
His intent is to fire me and come
Well,
back.
he's going to fire me before I'm done. I don't care. I don't need this money, okay? I thought I could help this town, but you can get anybody they want to do this, okay? And I've written instructions, I have a run book, but the minute they run into a problem, you will have cast of thousands here, okay? And you'll have to fight between SRCTV and anybody else they want to do business with. They may want to transfer it all to SRCTV. I won't give a shit. Okay, I'm not going to work with that asshole down there.
Mhm.
I like Patrick, okay, but he stood up for his employee. That's fine. I've worked with Patrick for 20 years, you know. But I'm not putting up with that abusive son of a bitch. Okay, I'm not. And he's lucky I didn't take it further. Because I can record. My other question is, can you record, this is an IP system. Can conversations on phones be recorded in the system?
Not that I'm aware of.
They could at
I
Cyro,
think-
where
I
I
think we
work.
have to have software.
Software and probably a server to take care of that.
Yeah.
I'll bet you. Because I'd love to hear her conversations. And something else, I'm sure.
Mm.
Okay. See, people get fired at Cyro if they were abusive on the phone to another employee, or if they get, in IT, we helped people. Okay. So if somebody called, and one time they called an operator, and he was abusive to the person it was in Mobile, Alabama. He was not polite to this woman. And he was written up, he was warned, the whole shamil happened. And if he didn't straighten out, he would have been fired. But they had proof because she had the ability to record that conversation. And she did. All she had to do, everybody was trained in it. You had to just push a button
Yeah,
on your phone because it was an IP system.
yeah, no, I think the only way you could record it is to put it on speakerphone and
You could do
have a
that,
recording device.
but that would be her doing it. She would do it.
Well, on whatever end, either end, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
yeah, I see. If you're on a speakerphone
Yeah,
in the room, you can hear it. Yeah, you can do that too. I guess I could have done that. Help me. My husband was in the room and he heard the conversation. He was pissed off that I even responded to him. I just didn't have anything to hide. I don't have anything to hide. It's fine with me.
oh, so that means when I respond to your email that you copied me on it.
Yeah. You know, I didn't care, but I didn't know what you told me either. I didn't know that. I'm not up on FOIA rules, but
You don't need to be.
I didn't know.
But
I was just being polite.
yeah, the budget committee, the select board,
Mm-hmm.
the planning board,
Mm-hmm.
them, her,
Mm-hmm.
obviously me, and Stan.
Mm-hmm.
The fire department doesn't have to, Ricky doesn't have to,
Doesn't
but-
have to,
everybody that I just named has to do the freedom of access training.
oh, yeah, yes, yeah. I've actually read it, but I don't recall
Yeah,
all
it's,
the rules. And I've never put a FOIA request in.
yeah,
You know, so I hope I'm being explicit enough and in my request. I know you shortened it, but I'm losing track. There's so many things going on that for FOIA to put my list out there helps me remember, okay? Because we're about to start requesting money. And I can't. It's not there. So that's going to come up in the budget meetings. So I was trying to head that off by getting an answer, you know, but I'm not getting an answer. All right, let me see if I can get this. Oh, Dottie, the budget committee meeting was recorded on my phone Thursday night. It's on the internet, in Facebook, and on YouTube. I gotta get it to the it's been out there. No, I don't know what's going on, so that's why I'm here today, to make sure tonight's gonna work. Okay, so, what happens